What up? What up? Seymour 6, you guys. We hop into this interview. NF. This is part 4. Um, this is very delayed. Man, I kind of didn't forget. I just had a lot of requests and just kind of pushed the interview back. And thank you for the reminder of, I seen the comments and somebody said get back on the interview. Yeah, most definitely I got to get back on it. Part 3. And sometimes I probably get distracted with doing something else. You guys got to reel me back in. Hey, remember, do this. Oh, got to remind me. But yeah, we could hop into this one, part 3. And let's go. You new? Like, subscribe. And oh yeah, I seen on this thing, and that's supposed to come out with a new song on January 24th in 2020. So is that a rumor or what's up? Let me know. Let's hop into this. Let's go. Where we at? Play.
I can come here and play for like 4,000 people is like mind-blowing across the world, you know? It's awesome.
And also, remember, they don't actually speak English, so...
That's just crazy to me, too. Like, so would you say, well, you probably know for sure, but so most people just don't even speak English here then?
No, like, okay, I mean, we are in Berlin, so it's a very international city, but yeah, like, I think you're going to be in Cologne as well, and if you walk on the road, you just hear German.
Yeah. No, it's crazy that's so interesting, because I don't feel like if you speak a completely different language and perform in the States, maybe people do go to shows like that. I don't ever see that really, I guess. I don't know. Like
it doesn't.
Yeah. Like yeah. if you came to the States and you were singing in German, I don't know how many people they would have no idea.
There was one thing you said. This is October 2017, and you said, I guess I'll be the outcast. Do you feel like you're the outcast in hip hop in some way? Because it's like, you went number 1, and I was like, whoa, and I was like, oh shit, look at those sales, like, damn. Is that, would you say that's still the case?
Yeah. I think people, maybe because I don't, like, post about it that much, or they don't see me in certain circles in hip-hop, I think, yeah, I'd say that. Or just in general, I think my music's like kind of different or weird to some people or just not the norm. So, yeah. At this point in my career, I'm just getting to a place now where it's like, I think my fans love it and the fan base just keeps growing, so it doesn't really matter if people don't want to say it's hip-hop. They don't have to. It's not really...
Well, nobody would ever say that. Come on, stop. No,
I'm sure some people do just because it's more... Some people don't want to hear me rap over a cinematic beat that sounds like it'd be in a movie, you know what I mean? But my fans do, and obviously I think a lot of people are loving the style that me and my producer and all of us have kind of put together. So I would still say that. I think my music's different, and I think I'm fine with it being that way.
Yeah, shout out to the underdogs, because you really boom, that was a statement. Also very strange for me was to on the one hand, you know, I'll see these very dark visuals, you know, in here, and then I saw a fan video of your wedding, which is like the exact opposite. It's like this beautiful light, everything. Very different kinds of sides of you.
Yeah, no, I definitely do. Music just brings out like something that's always with me. But I'm also like a private person, which sounds weird because my music's so personal. But it's like I don't want everybody in my business all the time. And the business that I am cool with sharing, I share. And the stuff that I'm not cool with sharing, I don't share. And I don't, you know what I mean? Like the tricky thing for me is I want to do this at the biggest level that I can and keep getting better as an artist and a person. But I'd love to be able to keep doing this and not get recognized that much, to be honest. Which I can kind of do right now, to some extent. I can walk around. Some people will recognize me, but it's not, like, bad. It's not like I can't go anywhere. So I think that would really bother me if someday I can't even, like, go to the store.
Yeah, I think that's coming.
Everywhere.
I think that's coming.
Yeah. When that happens, I'm not going to like that. But, so, it's all a learning experience. because you don't know what that's going to be like until you start experiencing it. So,
can you imagine coming from an airport and some TMZ people running up on you and asking you weird questions? That would be terrible. Has that happened yet? No, right?
No, I mean, usually it's like an awkward photo someone took of me walking or like stuff like that, but it's just not. I don't think they'd be that interested following me around because they're just going to see me picking up chicken wings from Whole Foods. Like, it's not really that interesting.
Well, okay, there is a fan experience you spoke about once. It was to the song Mansion, I believe, and a woman was crying very much when you performed it. Have you had any other very memorable fan experiences? Because now, I mean, more people will be recognizing you, more people will, come up to you, do awkward photos.
Get $9 cash back.
I mean, I've had tons of just looking out in the crowd and seeing fans, I guess, but that was like a very specific. Yeah, I think just seeing. I always tell people, like, the reason I love music is because I think it's one of the most powerful things ever. Whether you're listening to it because you're just hanging out with friends and you want to feel a certain way, or if you're like thinking about life or whatever it is. And just being an artist, being on stage and looking out at people, I get like a different experience as well because it's interesting for me because I'm writing. It'd be like if you wrote a journal of, insecurities or things that you experienced in life or are learning about in life, and then you read them and thousands of people came to listen to you and hear what you had to say, and then you see people get emotional about what you're writing because they relate to what you're writing. Mm-hmm. But you've never actually like met that person. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so that whole experience is.
So they're living it through you, or dealing with it through you and your words.
I'm saying like there's thousands of people. Music can bring thousands of people into a show, an area, and all these people who don't technically know each other have a moment together because of music. You know what I mean? Because they relate to the same things, and it just kind of shows that you don't have to know someone to relate to someone. You know what I'm saying? And so I just feel like that's something that I've learned along this journey of music and like doing this. Just back to that fan thing, was like I didn't know that person. They were crying, and I could tell they felt what I felt. Like the emotions that I felt. And I had never even had a conversation with them. And that just shows you how powerful music is.
Yeah. I can't imagine what that has to be like. Would you say because there's two very important parts of this. No, there's actually three. Well, you have the part where you perform, on stage, where you have these moments. Then you have the moments when you sit in your closet and write. And then, of course, you have press moments, which nobody likes, and PR shit. I get that, promo stuff. But what would you say is if you had to pick one, stage or studio?
Studio.
Yeah, studio.
For sure. That's like one of my favorite things to do, is record and write and just watch all that come together. Shoot the videos. It's obviously gets stressful, but I love that. That's kind of always been my favorite thing to do. And then there's great sides to touring as well. A lot of times people hear me talk about my anxiety around touring, and it's like I get tons of anxiety every day, so that sucks. But it is amazing to see the support and how many fans come out and like just to listen to what you have to say. So yeah.
But it seems like performing has always come naturally to you. If I look at old videos and stuff, would you say you still get nervous before? Would you say?
I get so anxious. That's part of the reason I don't like touring, is because I get so anxious all the time. Every day. Just think about something in your life, like whether it's playing a basketball game in high school or anything. That anxiety you would get before that's like every day. I'd feel that before I perform, and sometimes it doesn't.
I can imagine, because you performing with thousands and thousands of people that's looking at you. You're one person. All those eyes just looking dead at like, hopefully I don't fuck up. And you just start getting nervous, like, oh man, I see where you're going.
Go away, really, while I'm performing.
What?
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons that.
Back a little bit.
That's like every day. I'd feel that before I perform, and sometimes it doesn't go away, really, while I'm performing.
What?
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons that I don't love touring, is because of that. But some tours, it's not as bad. I think like Logic's tour, it wasn't as bad for me on that tour, I think, because I wasn't like the headliner.
Okay, so
So I had less pressure on me.
Mm-hmm.
I still got nervous, for sure, but it just wasn't as bad on that tour, I noticed.
do you remember the first time you ever performed in front of people? Like the first time you ever rapped in front of people? You remember that?
The first time ever,
Come on. First time you were spit a verse. I don't know.
I remember.
I found the video of his first performance. I'm gonna check that one out. I haven't seen it, but I looked at his first performance. I'm gonna definitely gonna share that with you guys. So I'm gonna do that one today as well.
In school, I don't know if I've ever said this in an interview, actually. I used to listen to POD, the Youth of the Nation song, you know that one? And I rapped it with two of my friends in school when we were like really young in like music class. So that was probably the first time ever, now that I think about it.
So, what did your music teacher say to you then? Was he like, "Oh shit, you're good," or did he not know anything about it?
Oh, we were probably terrible, so probably not. I don't remember. I don't even remember. I just remember like learning it and like rapping that song.
Would you say that's the beginning?
I don't know, because I'm trying to remember how young I was. I mean, I was young. I was in middle school probably. So I started freestyling, and I had like a karaoke machine in my basement. And so I used like one microphone to rap into, and then I would play like an instrumental through my CD player, and then I'd put my other microphone up to that, so it would record the beat through that microphone and record my voice. And that's when I started like actually recording and stuff like that. And then my mom got me FL Studios.
Wow.
Yeah, so I started making beats on there. I think I made a couple albums like that, or one album like that, and then I started going to a studio around my house. That's when I really fell in love with it, when I started like recording and hearing like songs come together.
I'm gonna stop it right there. Probably got like 10 to 15 more minutes. I'm definitely gonna drop the last part 4 as soon as I can, because I'm not gonna wait that long to do these interviews, because my bad for taking so long to do part 3. But yeah, I hope you guys like this one. Give me a thumbs up if you guys want some more of the 4 sooner. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna see if I get to that his first performance. So yeah, if you guys like it, give me a thumbs up. I'll see you guys in the next one.